Welcome back. For volunteers, just one person lending a helping hand can make a huge difference. But when dozens, even hundreds come together, incredible feats can be accomplished.
And giving back doesn't have an age limit. You can even turn it into a family bonding experience. I recently met a teenager and college student whose education is extending to outside of the classroom. 16-year-old Victoria Wallace first came to the YWCA as a camper in the 5th grade. She moved on from camper to middle school counselor and now junior counselor in the after-school care program. During the day, she attends Andrews High School. After school, she takes a bus to the YWCA where kids learn from her.
I help fix snack for them, and then I help them, some of them do their homework because all of them doesn't have homework, but I still make them read a book or so while others do their homework so others won't be distracted. And after that, we take them outside so they can free time.
There are about 60 kids in the after-school program, and 90% of them need some form of financial assistance. 60% of them are from a single-parent home.
It allows the kids interaction with someone close to their age and kind of like a big sister or a big brother.
Victoria is one of several counselors who take part. Matthew Giberson is from High Point University. He helps out through his National Service Fraternity, Alpha Phi Omega.
I play football with them and basketball, and then play inside once it gets colder out and stuff.
They're really interactive and engaged, and so this allows them to build that self-confidence in themselves, knowing that they can lead a group in different things.
I learned how to be mature and cope with others and how to interact with others without getting frustrated and how to deal with things in a nicely manner.
Victoria is just so passionate. She loves the kids. She knows them all by name.
I think a lot of kids go home and tell their parents about me and what I do here, and their parents, oh, Victoria, my child talks lovely about you.
This program can help the parent, too. Heidi says sometimes parents of kids in the after-school program are going through a transition, like losing a job, and the YWCA can help with that as well.
The Women's Resource Center provides a career closet where individuals can come and get clothing on a referral basis. We have a ready-to-ride program which provides car seats to low-income families and a baby basics closet that helps individuals with infants and toddlers through emergency assistance.
Other programs funded by the United Way at the High Point YWCA are the Latino Family Center, the Aquatics and Wellness Program, as well as the Parenting Program, which helps with teen pregnancy. It's about people taking care of people.
They encourage me just like to help kids. They're very encouraging.
As we mentioned earlier in the hour, there are 1,200 United Way chapters across the United States, and while the organization's reach is extensive, it can't be everywhere. That's when a smaller, similar group called United Funds step in to help. In the Piedmont, there are 9 United Way chapters serving Wilkes, Davie, Forsyth, Davidson, Rockingham, Randolph, and Alamance counties, as well as 2 in Guilford County serving Greater Greensboro and High Point. Funds are set up in Surry, Stokes, Yadkin, and Caswell counties. They don't necessarily operate in the same way as the United Way, but they provide help all the same, from crisis and emergency care to partnering with the Salvation Army and 5 area rescue squads.
Volunteers make United Way work.
Volunteers like Greensboro Police Officer Daryl Stevenson.
Right? Okay, good.
Every week, he spends time as a mentor at Wiley Elementary.
It means really a lot to me because they're happy when I show up. They're just happy to see me, which in my line of work, not a lot of people are happy to see me.
But Save on Oaks is, and it shows.
Do it for a quick second.
This program is called the African American Male Initiative for Economically Challenged Kids, and Stevenson is hoping to be a positive influence on Save On.
To show them how to really, grow into being a man.
Mentoring is huge within the United Way and important for a strong community.
And then the mentors become a bridge to a different world that children otherwise may not be exposed to.
It's just one way you can give of your time. Only an hour a week can make a huge difference. You can also work with seniors or use your hands to help create something. There are so many ways to volunteer.
Whether it's beautifying the grounds of hospice and palliative care, or having a food drive to support the Salvation Army, or becoming a mentor, there's many ways, whether it's episodic or long-term.
And we've made it easy for you to find the perfect match. All you have to do is is log on to WXII12.com to search for volunteer opportunities.
While every few hours of time you can donate to the United Way makes an impact, sometimes the commitment to helping others becomes a lasting legacy.
As Wanda Stark shows us, a simple act of kindness has blossomed into a career of charity.
Mike is responsible for making sure that we get north of $11 million. Go, Mike!
Michelle Gethers-Clark is the United Way of Greater Greensboro's biggest cheerleader. She is its president and CEO, a woman on a mission.
Our mission is to really break the cycle of poverty.
Gethers-Clark grew up in poverty, one of 3 children. Her parents picked cotton and cucumbers in South Carolina before moving the family up north. They never got to high school, but they made sure their daughter graduated from college. Gethers-Clark says her initial passion for United Way was rooted in a childhood revelation about her hearing-impaired sister.
Hearing aids were very expensive in the 60s and 70s. And my parents got assistance with hearing aids. If the United Way is taking care of people in all corners of the world, potentially it had already helped me personally and my family. So I gave and been giving since.
Gethers-Clark was a corporate VP, a consultant, and an author before she moved to the next level, heading up the United Way. She manages a staff of 26, but her biggest assignment is to build community partnerships that will ultimately touch and improve people's lives. People like the ex-con turned businessman she recently met.
And he looked at me and he told me, every man wants to take care of his family. And we've got to create solutions that allow people to take care of their family. And working with the nonprofit community, if we can just bring together all of the services and humanize them so that people can get a helping hand at their time of need, in their most vulnerable situations, to help them gather their resources to live above the poverty level, that's what we want to do.
We understand that your time is valuable, and it's also the exact reason that the United Way and its partnering organizations need your help.
Every single person offers something different, so even if you don't think you can help, you can. And
we have made it easy for you to pledge your time. Just log on first to WXII12.com. Once our homepage pulls up, look for the link to WXII 12 Presents Living United.
Click on it. It will open up a web page with more information on all the stories you're seeing here tonight. That includes a link to the pledge form.
Just click there one last time, and from there, just fill out the form, including your name, phone number, and email addresses.
You can also pick a focus for your volunteer time, whether it be helping in the areas of education, financial stability, health, or all of the above.
You also have the option of picking which United Way in the Piedmont you want to volunteer, so you can give back to your community or another if you want.
The last step is putting in your pledge hours and hitting submit. Once it goes through, someone from the United Way will contact you to explain your options for helping out.
Well, we forget the cancer stuff. We forget it at the door. You know, when we come in, we want to have fun and be uplifting to everybody.
From support to life-saving medicine, how the United Way is helping people in the fight of their lives. Plus, open to everyone. As some struggle to feed their families, one man's mission is to put food on the table. This is WXII 12 Presents Living United.